Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then just welcome, and I'm super happy to have you here. So today I'm out with yet another granny square tutorial, and this time I'm going to teach you how to make this super cute rose granny square. I have done some flower granny squares already before on my channel, however this one is a little bit different just because, as you can see, it has more of a 3D effect. So that is something new, and I hope that you will enjoy this, and I hope that this tutorial is going to be useful for you. So as always, I'm going into as much detail as possible with every single stitch and every single step to make sure that all types of levels are able to replicate this square, so even beginners will be able to do that. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Here I have all the materials that I am going to use. Here I have 3 different colors of cotton yarn, which is 4-ply. Of course, you will also need crochet hook. In this case, I'm using 3.5mm one, and you will also need scissors. And here is the final square, which I'm going to teach you how to do. So let's jump into it. First, we will start with this red color, and our first step will be to do a magic ring. So to do a magic ring, you just have to grab yarn like this, then tie it around your fingers to create an X shape, and then grab your crochet hook and go underneath the first piece of yarn, and then grab the second one and just pull it through and pull it up like this to have a loop on your hook, and then just chain 1 like that. So now we have established a magic ring, as well as we have this chain of 1. In this case, chain of 1 is not going to count as a stitch. For us, it's just a nice starting point to have here. So now we can move forward with the first round, and for that we will do 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So to do a single crochet, just go inside the magic ring, grab some yarn and pull it up to have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both of them like this. So that's 1 single crochet, and then just repeat that to create 5 more, so we have 6 in total. So here I have done all 6 of them, and now we can close the magic ring. And to do that, we basically have to grab this loose piece of yarn that we have and just pull it. And as we are pulling it, you can see that the round is closing, and we are establishing a nice circular shape like this. So now we just have to connect this round, and to do that we will be going in the first single crochet that we did in the front loop, and we will do a slip stitch in there. So going through the front loop that we have here with our crochet hook like this, grabbing yarn and pulling it through, and then pulling it through the loop that we already had like that. So now we have finalized the first round. Now we can start working on the second round, and for that we will be working in the front loops only. So we can start already with the following stitch and going through the front loop there, and our first step is to do a single crochet in there like that. After that, into the same stitch we are doing 1 half double crochet. So for half double crochet we have to yarn over, then go through the stitch, grab some yarn and pull it up to have 3 loops, then yarn over and pull through all 3 of them like that. So that's a half double crochet. And then into the same space we also have to do a double crochet. So for that, again, yarn over, go through the stitch, grab some yarn and pull it up to have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 like that, and then again yarn over and pull through 2 again. So we have completed first stitch from for this round, and this is how it looks. So now we can move forward with the next stitch, and in the next one again we have to go in the front loop only, and in this stitch we will do 1 half double crochet. So going through the stitch and doing a half double crochet in there like that, and then 1 single crochet into the same space like that, and then 1 slip stitch. So for the slip stitch, just go through, grab the yarn and pull it through the loop that we already had like that. So that fills 2 of the stitches that we had, and we basically just have to repeat this step 2 more times, so we also go through the other remaining stitches. So we are starting with going through the front loop only and doing a single crochet there, like that, then doing 1 half double crochet and then 1 double crochet, all of these in the same space. And then in the following stitch we are doing 1 half double crochet, just remembering to go through the front loop only, like that, and then in the same space we do 1 single crochet and 1 slip stitch. So this is how it looks, and you just have to repeat these stitches for 1 more time. And I will meet you back again once we are connecting this round. So here I am at the end of this round, and basically I have created 3 rows leaves or flower petals. So now we have to connect this round to the beginning, and we will actually do it here at the back. So going through one of the loops that we have here and doing a slip stitch there, like this. And now we can move forward with the next round, and for that we will actually be going through and working in the back loops that we have from the very beginning. So we will be using these in this case. So for this round we will go through the back loops, and in every single back loop we will do 2 single crochets. So this is the first one, and I'm doing 2 single crochets in there, and then moving forward to the next one and also doing 2 single crochets in there. So if you remember, we had 6 single crochets in the very beginning, and if we do 2 single crochets now in every single back loop, at the end we should have 12 stitches in total. So just keep that in mind and go through all of them and make sure to count that you have 12 in total at the end of this round. And I will meet you back once we have finished. So here I am done with this round, and I have done 12 single crochets in total. So now we just have to connect it with the very beginning, and we will go through this front loop of the first single crochet, and we will do a slip stitch there, like this. And then we are done with this round, and we can move forward with the next one. And for this we are basically going to do the same thing as we did during the second round. So we will repeat the same stitches as we did then. So just to remind yourself, first we are doing 1 single crochet, then 1 half double crochet, and then 1 double crochet. All of these are in the same space, and then we are moving forward with the next stitch. And in that one we are again working into front loops only and starting with 1 half double crochet, then 1 single crochet, and after that 1 slip stitch, like that. And then again doing the same thing into the next front loop. So single crochet, half double crochet, and then 1 double crochet, like that. And again repeating also the same into the next one. So 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet, and then slip stitch, like that. So just go all the way through and repeat these stitches, and by the end of this round you should have 6 rose flower petals. And I will meet you back again once we can move forward with the following round. Here I am just doing the very last bit for the very last petal, and then we are done with this round. So this is how it looks when we have finished. As you can see, we have 6 flower pieces coming from this round, and it starts to look a lot more like a rose or flower in general. So now we can finish this round by doing a slip stitch here in the back, just to make sure that it's not going to untie. I will just use the space that I have here. And then we can move forward with the next round. So as you know, we have 12 back loops waiting for us from one of our previous rounds. So during this round we will be working into those.
And for this we will basically again repeat what we did before, and we will do 2 single crochets into every single back loop that we have here, and in total we have 12 of them here. So by the end of this round we should have 24. So just going into every single one of them and doing 2 single crochets in there. So just repeat that and make sure that at the end you have 24 stitches in total. And I will meet you back again once we can proceed further and connect this round. Here I am done with this round, and I have made 24 single crochets in total. So now we can connect this round, and again we will do that by going through the first front loop of the first single crochet that we did and just doing a slip stitch in there like that. And then we can move forward with the final round for the rose shape, and for that it's going to be quite similar to what we have done already before. So starting with the first stitch here, we will do 1 single crochet and then 1 half double crochet, both of those in the same space. Then we are moving forward with the next stitch, and there we will be doing 2 double crochets, so 1 and then another one into the same space, and then moving to the next stitch where we will do another set of 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2 like that. And then in the following stitch we are doing 1 half double crochet and then 1 single crochet and 1 slip stitch like that. And then just repeating the same thing again throughout the following stitches. So single crochet and half double crochet, then 2 double crochet in 1 and 2 like that, then 2 more double crochets into the next space, 1 and 2 like that. And then in the following one we are doing 1 half double crochet, 1 single crochet and then 1 slip stitch. So now we have made 2 flower leaves. So just repeat this for 4 more times. So in total you have 6 of them at the end. And again I will meet you back once we can connect this round. Here I am done with this round, and I have just done the final slip stitch to finalize the final piece of the flower. So now we are done with this color as well as we are done with the flower itself, and we can finish off by just chaining 1 and then pulling the yarn a little bit looser like that, and then just grabbing our scissors and we can cut it off like this. And then just tightening it by pulling the loose piece of yarn that we have. And this is how our flower looks like. As you can see, the flower petals or leaves are quite nice and wavy, and it actually does look like flower or rose as well. And now we can continue with the next round, and for that I'm going to use this dark green color. So our first step will be to attach the yarn, and basically for this round we will be working into the back loops from the previous round. So that's where we will attach it first, and basically you can do it at a random stitch. So go through one of the back loops that you have, grab your yarn and crochet hook and pull through the yarn that you have, and just make a secure knot to make sure that it's there and it's not going to untie. And then we can start working on this round. So basically what we will be doing, we will be creating the corners as well as sides to establish kind of like a square shape. And for that we will be doing double crochet clusters, and those will be done in all of the corners basically. So let's start doing that. So first we have to grab some yarn and pull it up, and for this we will start with the 3 chains, so 1, 2 and 3. and this chain of 3 in this case is going to count as part of our double crochet cluster. So to finalize this one, we have to do 2 double crochets in here, which is going to kind of be like unfinished double crochet. So we are yarning over, going through the same space, pulling up some yarn to have 3 loops on our hook, yarning over and pulling through 2. So that's 1 unfinished double crochet, and we just need 1 more for this. So repeating the same steps like that, and now we basically have a chain of 3, which counts as 1 of the unfinished double crochets, as well as we have 2 actual ones. So we have these 3 in total, and then we are just yarning over and pulling through all 3 loops that we have. So now we have finalized 1 of the double crochet clusters, and our next step is to chain 3. So 1, 2 and 3. Like that. And also this bit counts as half of our corner. So now we just have to finalize the corner, and to do that we will be going through the following or next stitch that we have here, which is the back loop basically, and we again will do 3 double crochet in one as a cluster. So in this case we don't have the chain of 3 as we did before, so we just have to work 3 unfinished double crochets. So this is 1, then doing another one into the same stitch, and then 1 more as the 3rd one, like that. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We are yarning over and pulling through all of them like this, and in this way we have established a corner. So now what we have to do is we have to move to the next corner, and to do that we first have to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and because we chained 4 we have to skip 4 as well. So we just have to count these back loops that we have here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will be working into the 5th one here. So this 5th one will basically be for our first half of the next corner, and that is where we will work in another double crochet cluster. So basically again do 3 unfinished double crochets like this until you have 4 loops on your hook, then yarn over and pull through all 4 of them like that. So that's half of the corner, and then again chain 3 like this, and then just finalize the corner by doing another cluster into the next back loop. So 1, 2 and 3 unfinished double crochets, yarning over and pulling through all 4 loops like this. So as you can see, we have created 2 corners here as well as we have the side, and now we just have to repeat the same thing on all of the sides until we have created more or less a square shape. So let's do that, and I will meet you back again once we have to connect this round. Here I have done all 4 corners, as you can see. So now our next step is to connect this bit, and it's the same thing as before. We just have to chain 4, 3 and 4, and then we just have to connect it by doing a slip stitch on the top of this double crochet cluster from the very beginning. So we will just go through the stitch here at the very top and just doing a slip stitch in there like this, and once that's done we just have to chain 1 and then we can cut off the yarn. So I'm just grabbing my scissors and cutting it off, and then again we can just tighten it by pulling the yarn that we have there. So this is how it looks from the back, and as you can see it is kind of helping us to create a square shape. So for the following round I will be using white color, and basically we will use it for kind of building up the volume or size of our square and kind of making it bigger so it's actually more visible. So again, first we have to attach this color or this yarn to the green one that we just did, and you can kind of attach it to any point where you wish, but I will be going through one of the corners that I have here. So again, just grabbing yarn and hook and pulling it through and just tightening it by doing a knot like this. and then we can start working on the corner here. So our first step is just to pull up yarn like this and then chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And this chain of 3 is going to count as 1 double crochet. And now we can start working on the corner here. So for the corner, we will be doing double crochet like this. And for each half of the corner, it has to be 2 double crochets. So since we had this chain of 3, it counts as 1. And with the other one, we already have 2 in total. So now we kind of have to turn the corner by chaining 3. Like this, and then finalizing corner by doing 2 double crochets again, both of them also in the same space like this. And then we can move forward with this side, and our first step or stitch that we have to do is basically the top of this cluster that we had there. So I will be just going through here and doing a double crochet on top of there like that. And then we have reached the chain of 4 that we did for the side, and in there we will be doing 4 double crochets just because we did 4 chains. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Like that. You can kind of pull them to be a little bit more apart from each other, and then we have again reached the double crochet cluster. So doing a 1 double crochet on top of that, you can go through whatever stitch you want from there. I will be just going through here like this, and then we have reached the corner again. So in the corner we are doing 2 double crochets, so 1 and 2. Once that's done, we are chaining 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then doing another 2 double crochets into the same space like that. And with this we have created the second corner, and we basically just have to repeat the same thing all the way around until we have reached this bit, and that is where I will meet you back again. And this is how it looks from the back. So as you can see, it's starting to build up more of a square shape, which is going to be very handy if we want to make a granny square. So just keep on doing these steps, and I will meet you once we have to connect this round. So now it's just left for me to do the final double crochet for this side, as well as one on the top of the double crochet cluster that we have in the corner. And then we can finalize this round by doing a slip stitch in the third chain that we have from very beginning, like this. So we are done with kind of creating the square shape, and at the moment it measures to around 6 centimeters or 6.5. And you might agree that it is very tiny, so what I would advise to do is to just add an extra round to make it a little bit bigger. And to do that, you basically can do whatever stitch you wish all the way around, apart from corners where you would have to follow the same pattern as we did for this round. So let's do that. First we have to start by chaining 3, 1, 2, and 3. And this is going to count as 1 double crochet again, and then we can move forward with the following stitch where we are doing again double crochet on top of there, like that. And then we have reached the corner, so in the corner again doing 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then chaining 3, and again doing 2 double crochets into the same space to finalize the corner, like this. So this is our first corner, and then we can move forward with this side where we will do a double crochet on top of every single stitch that we have there, and just go all the way through and repeat this pattern until you have reached the beginning, and then it's just left for us to connect. Here I am at the very end of this round and just doing the final stitch like this, and then just doing a slip stitch in the third chain that we have from the very beginning, like this, and then chaining 1 and pulling the loop a little bit looser, grabbing our scissors, and then we can cut it off because we are done. So now it's just left for us to weave in all the loose ends that we have here at the back. And to do that, just simply take your crochet hook or sewing needle and go through random places at the back to weave in your loose pieces of yarn. And this is how I typically do it. And this is how our final square looks like. If we measure it now, it is around 8 centimeters. So if this is your desired size, you can leave it as it is, else you can add some extra rounds to make it even a little bit bigger. And yeah, this is how it looks from the side. As you can see, it has a pretty nice 3D effect, and it actually looks like a flower. And you are more than welcome to mix and match colors or create them in different colors, whatever you wish. And yeah, feel free to create multiple of them and connect them together by using slip stitch, and create as many as you want. And I hope that you will come up with some beautiful crochet creations and final products.
So that is basically it from me today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that this tutorial is going to be useful for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below, and I will try to help you from there. And if you did enjoy this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new here, please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!